Are you suffering from alopecia or massive hair loss? If yes, then this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to teach you how to make onion juice for massive hair growth. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use onion juice or onion to treat alopecia, to take care of massive hair loss, to stop massive hair loss, to stop your hair from falling or stop yourself from losing hair. So now studies have shown that there are many ways onion juice can help with hair loss, because one of the ways is that onions is known to contain high amounts of sulfur, which is a nutritional element that your body needs to produce hair. Now when added to the hair and scalp, when you add the onion juice to your hair and scalp, like by massaging it or by applying it directly, it helps provide extra sulfur to support strong and thick hair growth, and by extension it stops hair loss and promotes massive hair growth. So also sulfur helps to promote collagen production. Collagen is like a natural chemical that helps for the production of healthy skin cells and hair growth. So if you want to develop massive hair growth, you want to have experience massive hair growth, then you should watch this video to the end, because I'm going to show you how you are going to do this and get the effective results. So now with your onions, for the sake of this video, I'll be using 2 bulbs of onions. So make sure to peel the back, very clean, and slice them into smaller particles, because the essence of slicing it is because at the end of the day we want to blend it so that it will be easier for the blender to blend. Now alternatively, if you don't want to use the blender, you can also use your manual grater, as I'm going to show you in this video. If you have the hand grater like what you're seeing on the screen, you can also use it, but for me I'm going to use the blender, which is more easier and cleaner and faster. So if you don't have a blender or you have issue with power supply, you can use the manual hand grater. So after slicing this onions, for those who want to blend it, then you want to collect them into a container or a bowl, like what I'm doing in the screen now. So collect them into a bowl, then add the onions particles into your blender and get it ready for blending. So you can see that the onions are chopped into smaller particles and ready for blending. So I'm going to add them into my blender, and then to make it easier for the blender to blend them easily, I will just add some amount of water. You don't have to add too much water. If you're using the manual grater, there is no need for this, because by the time you're doing that, the onion juice will be coming out. So I'll add some amount of water, then blend it. You can see that I've blended it. You can see that the particles are looking smaller compared to before. So after blending, the next thing you want to do is to get a clean container, a clean jar. Always ensure that your jar is free from contamination. You can rinse it with warm water, not hot water. Warm water and some pinch of salt to rinse your container, so that it will be free from every form of bacteria or infections that can affect the potency of our regimen. So now after collecting all the onions, make sure the onions particles go into the container. So after doing that, at this point I am going to add the second ingredient, which is the cloves. Now I'm sure most of you know what cloves are, but I'm going to explain a bit of what cloves does to your hair and how it helps for the production of massive hair growth. You understand? So now cloves, the cloves generally have high antioxidants and nutrients that can add to the growth and strength of your hair. So generally cloves helps to make your hair stronger. It helps to also make your hair grow. So this is like a combo. I mean, the onions and the cloves trying to work to do the same thing, which is for massive hair growth. Now in addition, one of the things cloves do is that it helps to protect your scalp from dandruff. Now, and then it also helps to strengthen your hair, like to stop it, because when you have weak hair, the next thing that follows is for them to start falling off. So cloves helps to prevent your hair from getting weak. So that's the essence of using cloves in this regimen. So for the sake of this video, one of the things I would advise is that you don't add too much cloves. You can, if you notice I added just 10 pieces of cloves, one of the mistakes people do is to add too much cloves, and in the end it will make their hair to be dry. So after adding the cloves, I added some water to the container, more water, then cover it and leave it for 24 hours. So after 24 hours, the next thing you want to do is to bring them out, or bring the container out, shake it very well, then you sieve out the juice from the container. So now, because I don't want some particles or some onion particles to pass through the metal sieve, because the mesh might be too big or might not be too small to sieve out the particles, so I had to add the cloth sieve just to be sure that no particle will be left we pass through. So after doing that, you'll be left with a clean onion juice. In this case, onion juice and clove juice. Remember, we use cloves here too. So I'll be left with a clean one without any form of particle. You can see the way I'm turning it. So the next thing I want to do now is to pour it into a container. Now you're pouring it into the container for two reasons, but before we do that, please always remember to sterilize your container. Like I said, use warm water, not hot water, because some of these containers will be deformed by the time you pour hot water. So warm water with a pinch of salt, it will help. So now pour it into the container for two reasons. The container one helps you to store them. You can, when you're not using it, you can put it in a cool dry place like a refrigerator, and then you can use it when you need it. Then secondly, the container or the spray bottle helps you for application. So when you want to apply it, it helps you to apply it directly to your scalp, and then it goes down to your scalp. Then as you are pressing it, you are using the other hand to massage it. So that's one of the advantages of using a spray bottle. You can get it online or from Jumia if you're in Nigeria. You can order it from Amazon or from AliExpress and all that. So the container helps you, like I said, to apply it effectively. So if you want to get the best result out of this, one of the things you need to do is to be consistent, because one of the mistakes most people do is that they just apply it for 1 week or 2 weeks and then they get tired. So if you want to get the best out of natural hair growth regimen, then you have to be consistent for at least 90 days. And then within the 90 days, at least you should be applying that regimen consistently and faithfully for at least 3 times a week. So if you want to get the best out of this, apply it at night before you sleep and wash it off in the morning. Then make sure you apply some moisturizer to your hair to keep your hair moisturized and avoid drying. So thank you, and don't forget to like this video.